you said we're going live, but we're not agreed on like who's actually like doing the intro. Like how can we do this? I've not even hit record yet. There we go.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're live.
I was fiddling with the soundboard, and now I'm losing my marbles.
Oh,
I tell you what, though, I like the spread you've got.
Yeah,
like that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Actually, I've put the wrong thing up because we're not here to talk about this news that's, you know, everybody already knows about it. The main thing that we need to talk about, the biggest change in wargaming in the last 16 years, is the squatting of beastmen. Now, this is something I am passionate about now because I've not even finished my beastmen army on circle bases. Now I've got to rip all those bases off, get Toph to do square bases for me, stick them back on. Yeah. By the time I've done that, everybody will be like, not bothered with the old world anymore, and I'll have played about 3 games of that, the same as I have done with Sigmar.
I was going to say, can you get your... Okay, well, so we know V3's coming out. Oh, it's the big thing. It's coming out in September. That gives you, 5 months? Can you rebase your Beastman in time for before we all start playing V3 Bolt Action?
I mean, actually, that's probably doable. Because if you do all the bases, all I've got to do is yank and glue. Yank and glue.
Okay, brilliant. Good to know. Yeah. Dan, how are you this evening?
I'm alright, mate. I'm freezing fucking cold.
You look very comfortable.
Yeah.
I actually think
I'm alright.
Yeah. I actually think, as much as Dan's like, I'm in the north, I think I'm further north than him. I'm also higher in altitude. So
I'm further north and higher in altitude than both of you.
You're not higher in altitude than me. My bit of
where fatter than me, so it's more insulation.
Do you mean a lot? I think you'll find it's more than just a lot. It's like
no, it's just a touch.
No.
Just a
touch. What have we been up to since last episode, which was like all that WTC route? No, it was the FAQ, wasn't it? That was last episode. We did the FAQ.
FAQ, yeah. What a waste of time that was now, eh? Oh, God.
No.
I mean, they kind of always are a bit of a waste of time. Like, in all honesty, like out of any FAQ, you might get 2 or 3 good answers, and then just a lot of like
no FAQ in 18 months. They drop one, and then something like 4 weeks later, it's just like, oh yeah, here's a new edition of the game.
Yeah, but didn't you get the feeling that it's like Achtung Panzer, the entire
bless you
launch, build-up, announcement, hype of all of this has just been a bit shite.
Yes. I mean, it feels like they tried to do a proper Games Workshop leak, which they screwed up because they actually kicked off
they could have sent me like a box, like the rule book in a box of Napoleonics or something like Games Workshop. They were like, here's a Skaven model. Because they accidentally sent a Skaven sprue in a Melkador box. Like, how does that happen? Well, obviously,
that's a major problem.
So yeah. So before we go on to, obviously, we'll do all of that discussion, V3 and shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of us have known V3's coming for a very long time, so it's weird that they've not said anything.
Elephant in the room. No. What?
Wait, I just want to do finally. And I told you so. I told you so, thank you. Because as of like a week ago, I saw people online saying V3's not happening, it's not happening, no, they're not doing it. And it's been the worst kept secret forever.
Even after.
Yeah, we all knew.
Even after it was on the Osprey page, people were like, I think it's fake. It's like, what? How do you know that's
when that stuff got leaked, when that stuff got fake, and this is never going to happen. We were all talking in our group because we all knew it was coming. We knew the date. We knew when the release was coming, and it was just like, yeah, these posts aren't going to age well at all. And then literally 2 days later, the announcement comes out, and then Facebook bans them all anyway.
Especially when it's like when people are telling you, "Oh, you don't know, the V3's not been announced yet. It's not happening. It's not happening." And you're like, "Bitch, I know who's playtesting it. Like, it's absolutely happening." But I'm glad that as time goes on now, we can talk more and more openly about this kind of thing, because currently so far everyone knows it's been coming, and lots of people have known little bits. Of course, people have signed NDAs, people don't want to give away leaks out and stuff like that, so everyone's kind of been a bit like, oh, maybe, but this time next year, we'll all be like, fucking MMGs are broken, am I right?
Well, for those in the know, they've actually had an embargo on it as well. So not the play testers or the rules writers themselves, but people that are like used to promote the game for them, people like us, for instance, have known for a while.
No, Dan, let's be honest here. You've known for a while. You've told us about a week ago. You've kept it to yourself.
No, we're embargoed though. We couldn't say it. That's why we put a post up about the link that they accidentally put up, and I had to get it taken down because we were embargoed until 2:00 today to say anything about it. But we had the post ready to go because we all knew it was coming.
I'm loving this. This makes us sound way more important than we really are.
It does.
Do you know what I mean? This makes us sound like we're in league and shit.
No, it's because we're the people that get all the campaign books and stuff. Sometimes even before they're out ready for publishing and stuff, and we get them and review them for the people on the podcast.
Come on, Dan, when are we going to get a review copy? This is the question to listen. Please, have you got one now? Have you got one now? Come on, for the listeners, have you got one now?
No.
Well, that's fucking
review
stupid,
copies are not getting sent out for at least another month or two because we're not ready yet.
Well, Aaron, so another thing of controversy is all of these posts about V3 are getting taken down by Facebook. Have you seen that? Obviously, I know you guys have seen that. I mean, people online have seen that. And Aaron raises a good point that people probably reporting the Osprey picture as fake news, and it's triggered all the Facebook's anti bam trigger, which I think is hilarious. Frankly, that is brilliant.
Yeah,
it is just Bolt Action luck, though, isn't it? That V3 finally gets announced, and then everything about it gets banned immediately.
Yeah.
But even on their post, did you see their post on it on their community site about it?
Mm-hmm.
Now they've released the release date for V3 and said this is when it's all going to be happening. One of the bottom notes says you won't hear from us again now for a couple of months. It's like, well, why? Why are you not just releasing little tidbits every week until the release day? So, for instance, a lot of people know that there's going to be different movement rates for different kinds of tanks, and there's going to be things like universal special rules now, and potentially cover saves and stuff. Just release a little tidbit like that once a week until the release day. It's not got to be anything massive. You're just going to say, it's light, medium, and heavy tanks now, and they all move differently during the game with different run rates and stuff. And that's it. That's enough to keep people happy and interested for another week, and it generates the hype.
I do think this Go on, Spurlie.
I was just going to say, I'm just on the webpage. They might have changed it then because it said they'll be back in July with loads more detailed information.
Yeah, but
it's still a couple of months away. Yeah.
I mean, it's April now. Yeah.
That's 3 months of nothing. That's not the way you generate hype for a new game. A new edition of the game.
No, what you do is for a new game is you just put out there a picture of the logo and then you just say nothing. Like they did with Kong Panther.
Yeah. I say then, right, Spurlie, get Alessio's post up. Let's go through it. We'll discuss what we officially know.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about what the elephants and the more elephants in the room, let's say, things like Dan just said, cover save, stuff like that, and then we can have a good wish listing session.
So we want just to double check, we want that page up, yeah? We want that page up?
Yeah, get the community post up. Let's read through it with the listeners. Right. Hi everyone in the chat. It's very busy in the chat this evening, isn't it? It's all like you want V3 information, isn't it?
I wonder why.
I know it's gonna be great.
It's almost as if they think we know something.
A little bit off topic here, but I saw a post yesterday or the day before on the Bolt Action group. There's a new guy and he says, what podcast do people listen to get them into the game? And one of the comments on it was, I used to listen to the Juggernauts, but they just talk about dick jokes nowadays. They don't talk about actual gaming. So I've got a
we always talked about dick jokes. I can grant you the Bolt Action content's been a bit light these past few months, but
we don't talk tactics on how to use inexperienced mortars with no spotters. What people want, they want the meta.
Yeah.
Right, come on, Spurlie. Scroll down. So this is from our good friend Mr. Marcus Vine, who swore to us that he knew nothing. Yeah. Swore to us, he knew, lying cunt. So we don't make announcements of this magnitude very often, but today is a very special day. Bolt Action 3rd edition is coming in partnership with our good friends at Osprey Games. Are they actually still good friends after the whole leak debacle, do you reckon?
Well, who else is going to publish it for them? Come on.
Well, there's been a lot about who pushed who and who was trying to get it postponed and stuff like that. So we'll just leave it as good friends for now.
Lovely. We're delighted to announce this awesome update to our flagship World War II war game with a passionate and dedicated community of wargamers and nearly 16 years of existence. It's time for Bolt Action to keep moving forward with the lessons learned from thousands of games and, of course, all of your feedback. Are they actually listening to feedback, though, or are they just going to change shit for the sake of it?
I was going to say, what feedback? Who's giving them feedback that they're actually listening to?
Well, the FAQ. Are they actually listening to stuff and adding it from the FAQ?
It was only 2-3 years ago where they were like, do we even need a V3? And then everyone was like, yeah, because the FAQ. And my biggest fear for this edition is that because we've all said we don't really even want a new edition, we want a 2.5. Do you know what I mean? You want small changes, a few clarifications, maybe the odd fix to Reki and Gurkhas, otherwise keep things the same. And I'm absolutely terrified that they're going to go above and beyond and change shit to justify the price of a book. Do you know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, that stuff like that makes me nervous, especially when you go on the internet and you read Facebook comments and you listen to all these hot takes, and you just think, what the fuck are you talking about? Written by renowned games designer and veteran of previous editions, Alessio Cavatore. La-di-da. They're getting the big guns out, man. Never heard of him? Nah.
We've played with him, haven't we? We went to tournaments and stuff.
I've played a couple of games with him, Bolt Action 3rd edition features a whole host of revised and updated rules to provide the most enjoyable games possible while maintaining the essential spirit of Bolt Action we all know and love. We can't even agree as a community what that spirit is. Yeah. So, what is the spirit of Bolt Action?
You need a 5 rules like this to do at the start of War Machine.
The spirit to me is rolling cheeky. It is firing a heavy howitzer, shouting cheeky 6. Your opponent going, I'm going down. You roll your 6, and then you laugh and run around the room. That's Bolt Action to me.
That's actually kind of what happened last night when I was playing Pete.
So if I can't do that anymore, this game is shite. Frankly, it is shite.
Playing Pete last night, he looked me in the eye and he said, anything but a 1. I looked him in the eye and said, you've said it now. And I rolled a 1. And I walked out the room. I walked across the church and out the room.
See, I kind of that Bolt Action happens is such a thing to me, whereas you'll be playing your game and everything will happen, everything will be going normally, and out of nowhere there's a foo bar or a random 6, and it just changes
you don't want it to be
everything.
Hammer, did you?
No.
You want it to still be that randomness where you can just have one roll and it just completely derails everything.
Yeah, and it's just I'm losing all shit. I've just rolled a double 1 out of nowhere. That unit on 4 pins can suddenly do something. Oh my god, mind change. Yeah. If they get rid of that for me, I'll be like, well, what the fuck am I playing? I might as well go play Star Wars Legion or some shit.
Did you hear that, Aaron? He said it. He'll play it.
Yeah, fuck that. No, anyway, so what Alicia has to say, working on this new edition of Bolt Action has been a treat, but also a challenge. I saw my mission as trying to make my favourite game. Is it really his favourite game, though? Is all games his favourite game? What do you reckon? Is it really his favourite game?
What other games has he written?
In the most money?
Yeah. I don't know, what is it? Okay, no, I'll take him as word. It's his favourite game. Even better experience for the players. For me, there's always one goal in mind, continuing my quest for a truly seamless set of wargame rules. In other words, the holy grail of a war rule system where the players are always thinking about their next moves on the table and not about the rules of the game. I think Bolt Action 3rd edition is definitely a big step in that direction. I'm sure you'll agree with me. To be fair, to play 2nd edition for 8 fucking years, I don't think about the rules that much anymore. You know what I mean? I'm already just thinking about the actual game because it's as I see in the Matrix, it's already in the back of your head.
Yeah.
What a nothing burger that is, though. He doesn't tell us anything. Don't you think?
He may as well have just got new editions coming out, guys. Cheers, bye.
So, bro, I got this. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's all it says.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what can you expect from Bolt Action 3rd Edition from Warlord Games over the coming months? Well, first up, the game will be out in late September, so 5 months, definitely a month to circle in your calendars.
I'm going to hazard a guess at the 26th. The 26th of September. I don't know. There's just something that's
awfully specific of you there, Spurlie.
Stuck in my
Awfully
mind.
specific.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm just going to check my email.
you heard it here first, guys. 26th September.
No, they didn't hear it here first. If they actually used their eyes, it was on the Osprey page. So the amount of people with like,
Osprey released it 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Osprey have said the 26th. Warlord have said late September. I don't know what to think anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just a fucking yeah. Bolt Action veterans can expect to find a game that's very recognisably the one they know and love, with many core mechanics intact, but one that's been refined, updated, and tuned to provide even smoother gameplay.
That sounds like utter
Do you know what?
bullshit.
It's so honest, isn't it?
If they've got rid a load of the jankiness from the last edition, then yeah, it will be smooth and refined. But whilst there still exists 4 rules for mountaineers or mountain warriors, it is not refined.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm also going to say is that I don't know if I can say it, but can't I say it? I think there's more than one. I think there's more than one big rule change.
I would agree with you there, Spurlie. I think there'll be a fair few rules changes.
Yeah. Big ones as well.
Yeah. Yeah. While new players will be welcome to a system that's easy to pick up and learn, a brand new, completely reworked army list selection system. Did they nick the Juggernaut format? No, they didn't nick the Juggernaut format. No, they didn't. Can you imagine if they did, though? How good would that be?
I mean, we'd be knocking on the door.
Excuse me, where's my paycheck?
Is a tank platoon.
Yeah, where's my paycheck? So this is the first. We're a couple of hundred words in. This is the first bit where they've actually confirmed something that's changing. Army list creation, which actually is one of the things that I thought was one of the biggest things that should change. The whole general reinforced platoon malarkey has always been a bit like 1 platoon is not enough, 2 platoon is too many and abusable, and there was never a good balance ground. So I actually like good thing to change, but then again, what have they changed it into?
Do you know what I'd love to see? Back in, I can't remember which edition of Fantasy it was, but there were certain lords and certain like army chapters, if you will, for like kind of Space Marine chapter sort of thing, that would change your composition. So you would have like 5 infantry and a couple of special and a couple of rev. If you took a certain lord, you couldn't take any of that stuff as infantry, it became special, but the other stuff from rare became core and stuff like that.
Hold on to that thought. When we get to like the rumour and the wish listing part, I'll dump what I think I know, which I've drank and slept since then, so we'll see. So it's probably all inaccurate, but what you can do is you can listen to this episode in 6 months' time and go, that Toph is a fucking nutcase, what was he on about? You know what I mean? It'll be great.
That's it.
Anyway, look, they're reviewing army list selection, which again, if the Juggernaut format changes anything, the one thing it changed was army list selection. So the fact that they looked at it, I think that's good. Provides fantastic new opportunities for fielding truly unique forces and cheese. So much cheese. Yeah. Unique forces. It'll be so unique that everyone takes it.
Yeah.
People
will cut on.
Oh, Dan, you're cutting out. Start again.
I said it'll be.
Dude, get a better internet connection, man.
This is why I've been talking all the way through. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Whatever. Anyway, well, a new scenario generator brings fun, challenging new missions to the tabletop. I can guarantee what the scenario generator is. You'll roll 1d6 for your objectives, and you'll roll the second d6 for your deployment types. Guarantee. And you might even have another d6 for a special rule. Guaranteed. I don't know that, but I'm sure it's exactly what it'll be.
GW battle cards.
Battle card.
Primary mission, secondary mission, special rule.
I swear to God, if we have to then fucking move models into the corner of a battlefield to do a radio summon like in fucking 40k, I'm flipping the goddamn table. I'm not doing that with bot action. Do you know what I mean? I will happily pull a card to do like end-to-end or diagonal deployment, but I'm not fucking doing that.
I'd like to see dynamic missions, so it changes as you go through. So you get victory points for achieving stuff, and then the next mission gets given and stuff like that.
Now, maybe it's a special like sub-type game, but I hate that about 40k. That's one of the things I really like about Old World, which is here's your mission, go do it, rather than like, oh, I've got to kill a character. Oh, you've got no characters. Well, I guess I get fuck all then, don't I? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. Can you imagine? Oh, who are you playing? Bamboo Horde. What have you pulled? Oh, killer 10+ tank. Oh, thanks, mate.
Yeah.
That'll be good. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, can you keep scrolling down, please, Mr. Spurling?
Yep, I can do.
Thank you. So, well, we're all incredibly excited about Bolt Action 3rd Edition. Excited enough that they wanted to share this with us before Osprey pulled their leg. We've also got loads of other awesome releases for many of our other ranges between now and late September, and we're going to give them the attention they deserve.
No one cares.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Bolt Action post.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Boring.
Yeah. That extra sprue of Bolt Action of black powder 5mm infantry or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Couldn't. You know what they are doing? They're basically shooting their Bolt Action sales for the next 6 months in the face.
Yeah.
Because why would you invest in Bolt Action now?
Well, that's
why would you buy a new army now when you have no idea what's going to be good, no idea what's going to work?
That mystery box that they're doing, is not a mystery anymore. That is full of books. That is £200, of campaign books, guaranteed.
You know what? If I'm feeling charitable, I'll buy a mystery box and give it straight to my local library. Do you know what I mean? Because that's all this.
Oh no, that's not even for the library. That needs to go to a museum now, doesn't it? Yeah, those things are going to be antiques.
Yeah.
Well, luckily for them, they've just released another AAA game in Achtung Panzer to keep it going.
Yeah. Has anyone actually played that yet?
No.
No. I don't know a single person who's played it. I know they were running demo games at Salute.
Yeah.
Which again is... I've had this rant. I'm going to have it again. They announced that a month ago. Why was they only running demo games at Salute? They should have been running demo games...
ChillCon.
Like a month ago, ChillCon and all that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Gambino in the comments makes a very strong point that you would buy Warlord models in the next 6 months because you like the models.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah. I mean, luckily they're dead cheap, so you can buy them.
Oh, not any fucking more. Well, not anymore. Warlord models have proper gone up, haven't they, these past few years? Compared to what they was when I started, you used to be able to get a box of 30 infantry for like 20 quid. And now that same box will cost you like 30, 35 quid. Like, I know the whole world is back in mind. Yeah, like, I know things have got more expensive. I don't deny that. But it's quite a... Especially when you have alternative companies, let's say.
Look, the important thing
3D
is...
printing.
Yeah,
the important thing must surely be what is the price of the British Airborne box, because as long as that still sits around 50 quid, we're all right, aren't we? So
yeah. Okay.
Make Great Britain great again, or else it's not worth playing.
So anyway, this means that you won't hear very much more about the new edition of Bolt Action from us until July, and we've already spoken about that. Why don't you just do Bolt Action Tuesdays, and every Tuesday you just release a sentence from the rule book and go, oh, here's a new universal
special rule.
Yeah. Get Timmy the intern to just make those forward date those posts, spend an afternoon doing them, and then just drip feed it. Yeah. And then every week we can have an episode going, this is what mortals are going to be like, guys. Oh, it is. Oh, you know what I mean? And we can proper go deep dive every single line, but we'll see. Anyway, July is when they'll be showing off all new features in those and taking pre-orders. So July to September pre-orders, a long time. That's like 2-3 months, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we'll see. We know you'll have questions, of course, and we prepared a few bits of info that we're certain you'll want to know right away. I want it now! So...
I mean, I'm just going to share well, I'm not going to share it, but you can pre-order Bolt Action 3rd Edition on Osprey now. Hardback, £35. So
fair enough.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Why wait?
Get to it. Yeah, get to it. So, can I still use my current models and armies? Absolutely, we put a lot of work into ensuring that the majority of second edition armies fit into the new force selection system with minimal additions. You'll likely find, however, that you'll want to invest in some units that you might not have considered in the current edition. G2s. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's came out of nowhere. As there have been widespread changes to points cost and individual unit rules. If they haven't fixed heavy tanks, why am I even buying this book?
But we've got to think, though, we don't want them to fix heavy tanks, because if they fix heavy tanks, then that's half of the Jugger format, like, in the bin. So if
Jugger format's already in the bin. No, Jugger format's dead, mate. It's dead. V3 will come out, we'll play that, and then it may come back in a year or two's time when we work out the new edition shite. We don't know. But for now, it's going to be dead in it. Like, we got to give the edition its due. You got to give it its chance to actually play it and work through it and see what's what. Oh, did you see what Sheffy said though when he went to that store down in Rugby? So he went to his local store. He went to his local store in Rugby. And he was chatting to the store owner about playing Bolt Action, and the store owner spoke to Sheffy, realizing who Sheffy was, and was like, "Oh yeah, we're playing all that new Juggernaut format. But it was created by a load of guys in the States. Yeah, it's really good." It's like, the States, mate. I'm British. Fuck off. The States. Back off. Pete's joined us.
Yay.
Hi, Pete. No. Hey. I'm spare introductions. Man reads document. That's this episode.
Yeah, Pete. If you've missed
document.
If you've missed out, what's happened is, Beastmen have been squatted, and it's kicking off, mate. It's kicking off.
Oh man,
it's proper kicking off in here.
Can't believe Beastmen have been squatted.
Yeah.
Anyway, widespread points cost changes. I think we can only read that as a positive. Only. Individual unit rules, though. Hopefully, they reigning Gurkhas.
Please, make Gurkhas not a giant crutch.
Mountaineers. Can we have one set of rules that we discussed? Lancers should probably be toned down just a little bit.
Yeah, totally.
I just said it. I said it.
Yeah.
Well,
a little bit.
You can only hope that kind of turns into universal special rules, and units will have more rules, but they're all universal. So you can say Gurkhas have tough fighter and formidable foe, but formidable foe or whatever to half the attacks is just a universal rule, and it's
you want it to be like it is in the old world, right, where you have a stat line or just a unit, 10 raiders with rifles, and just a list of words where it goes right there: stubborn, furious charge, indomitable, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And each one of those rules refers to something. That's the easiest way of doing it. So therefore, when you're explaining your list to your opponent at the start of the game, you can go, they're 10 veterans with furious charge, and you go, wicked, sorted, because then you know exactly what it is. Felipe Lorenzo, will they still try and call this an infantry game after adding a shitload of tanks and vehicles? Man, like, in the nicest way. Bolt Action, if it was just infantry, would be boring as fuck. If you're the sort of person who says, I hate artillery, I wish artillery was just a token, no, get lost, you're boring. Get off my table.
I want the big howitzer. And I want to destroy it.
I'm really sorry if you want the game where it's literally a platoon and a platoon only, but I don't. I want toys, and a big tank is part of that, because if I'm recreating Saving Private Ryan, they got big tanks. I'm sorry.
And what do people get in the game for initially? A Sherman, a Panzer, a Tiger. They get in there and then go, I can use dudes as well.
And they had no one to play games with otherwise.
All right, Dan.
Anyway, what about my rule books? Oh, this is a contentious one on the internet, isn't it?
Well, after having fleeing GW, they want your money for books.
You mean if you want to continually support a wargames manufacturer, you have to continually buy their products?
Oh, Toph,
man.
Toph, calm down.
Shit, man.
You're getting out of line now.
Bolt Action 3rd Edition will immediately supersede the Bolt Action 2nd Edition rulebook. So basically, 3rd Edition, better than 2nd Edition. 2nd Edition, useless. 3rd Edition, in.
But is it as good as 4th
Edition? I will
say,
though, that if you're the sort of grognard who never goes to events and just plays in the garage against your Uncle John,
do what you want.
Do what you want. if Warlords say you have to play V3, just go, fuck you, man, got my books, I'm happy. So, like, I see a lot of people on the internet who come out going, I don't want to buy a new book. Then don't buy the book. Then if you're happy doing what you're doing, just do that.
If you're happy doing what you're doing and you still need a second edition rulebook to do what you're doing, I'm selling one.
Well, yeah. To be fair, there's so many people selling all the campaign books and all that. If you like fluff and campaigns and all those missions and stuff, all that stuff will still be valid. Go get it cheap.
Yeah.
Second edition and all the existing army books will be scrapped.
Oh.
Good stuff though, right?
That doesn't say campaign books though.
Well.
That just says army books.
The units
with the widespread
Empire in Flames
changes.
So the way
wait until you get to the next paragraph.
The campaign books will be no longer, the units in them and the phase sets will no longer be legal anymore for event play and stuff. Obviously, all the fluff is legal because it's just fluff.
You can still use them in your garage games, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, of course you can. You can do whatever you want in a garage game, but like all your scenarios and stuff will still be the same because that's basically line up your two armies and then play each other. It doesn't matter what actual rules you play. You can play a 40k game using the campaign armies and stuff, the campaign missions and stuff. It's neither here nor there. But in terms of your army creation, the armies of Soviet Union, armies of Germany, armies of Great Britain, all these books will then be superseded by new V3 books. And as far as I'm concerned,
as long as they include all the campaign units.
Yeah.
Or the ones that say this can be used in a generic reinforcement.
The most common ones. I'll be completely honest. I don't care about German Unit X that can be made from a Hero Infantry Squad.
To be fair, there's so many units though that we always made this joke, didn't we, when we were reviewing books and stuff, where it's like that's a unit, but it didn't need to be its own unit. Do you know what I mean? Where it's just here's 10 regulars, they can bring an LMG. As long as the player is smart enough to be able to say, I'm going to pick this unit of 10 regulars and use them as this cool fluffy unit, that's fine. It's when people be like, I want rules for this one very specific unit that never did a thing and it's only done one battle and it's very specific, then it's like prepared to be disappointed. You know? So you'd hope that you would have rules for like, you know, Gurkhas and stuff, sure, because they were like special, but like the PPA army, Propska's private army, probably not. I'm sorry, just because users them as veterans.
Toph doesn't like it. Let's keep flamethrower jeeps.
I can guarantee the flamethrower jeep will not be in the Great British Army. I can guarantee it.
Yeah, won't be there.
Guarantee it. No.
Wojtek will.
I'd like an Italian army that doesn't come with an absolute nerf out of his own army book.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. The whole of V3 is just a retcon case blue.
I've been complaining about the prospect of having to buy new books. Yeah. But V2 is 8 years old.
It's longer than it. It's 10.
And I know everyone's they're just like Games Workshop. Games Workshop will release you a new edition every 3 years, and they will release a codex a month before they release a new edition. The last army book for V2 that came out was the German army book 8 years ago.
That's the only army book for V2.
Technically,
all of the other army books are V1, yeah.
Yeah. Technically, if you're going to go by army, the last one actually released was the Australians and the Slovakians.
In the nicest way.
But
they weren't books, were they?
Was nothing new, and the Australian.
They weren't books.
And the Australian one, like even Papua New Guinea book came out years and years and years ago. We're talking 2 or 3 40k editions ago. So whilst I can appreciate your fear that they're going to turn into Games Workshop, make Warlord or not Games Workshop by a long standard. Mate, we had to whip them into releasing V3. They didn't even want to do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not the same thing.
Also, the thing is, right, Case Blue was most recent released, right? Lovely book, great. But I had a feeling that thing had been developed for a while and just sat on the kind of, we'll release it eventually.
Yeah, so this might be a hot controversial take. So fasten your butts, right?
Uh-oh.
But I don't think it's unreasonable to have to buy a new book for a game you're keeping up with every 4 years.
Every decade,
yeah. So I mean, if you want to play Bolt Action, you buy one army book and one rule book. It'll be 20 quid for the army book, 30 quid for the rule book, 55 quid say for both books if you're not going to a discounter, and that'll do you for the entire next edition.
Yeah, your rule book's 35 quid.
It's not that big a deal.
There is one thing I want and expect for the new book. An index. Give me a fucking index.
No, we don't do that. We don't do that here. No.
Can I have all the rules for one thing in one area instead of 5 different pages?
Right, not my friend.
And again, if you're in your garage playing your Uncle John, just don't buy a book. Do what you want. Also,
buy a book and do what you want.
My last controversial hot take: most people didn't buy every single book, and yet they'd all read them all.
No, they'd read
the book somewhere.
No,
you know what I'm talking about.
They'd read Easy Army.
Easy Army, and even before that, mate, have you got a PDF copy? Yeah, it's here. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's not be naive about it. You will get to read your rules. If you're determined, you can read your rules. I will fully support Warlord and buy the books I need and stuff, but let's not be naive about it. I will still be reading
Some
books.
People are poor. Yeah,
exactly. I might say buy the British book. Pete might say buy the Japanese book. Guess what? We could swap books.
Sure.
And then we could read each other's books.
Or we could play each other so much we memorise every book.
Exactly. So, and again, Easy Army, right? So many people will build this on Easy Army and they get rules wrong, go on the Boxing Facebook group and go, how does this work? And people go, well, just read your army book. Oh, but I don't, I just look at Easy Army. So you're not buying the books anyway? So fuck off.
I was just going to say, there's that many people that post rules questions. Just look at Facebook for a couple of weeks and you'll get all the pages of the army books via that.
You
can just stitch it together.
Yeah, stitch them together. So
if you brought, the only people I will have sympathy for is people who brought their rule books and their army books yesterday.
I did buy my rule book in February.
Those people, I'm like, dude, bad timing. Fair enough.
I'd be there. Go, bad timing. Can I have a refund, please?
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? To Warlord's credit, they're more than likely going to offer you would accept a refund anyway for you. If you came back with your receipt and your book in good condition and you went, mate, this is going to be out of date in 6 months, Warlord would honour that and go, fair enough, mate. So
they might even turn around and go, you know what? Should we just stick it on a pre-order for the new one?
Yeah.
Because
Matthew makes a good point. Hey, I own every campaign book in paper, and I'm still happy with them scrapping them all for a better game. And mate, exactly the same. I'm going to have a lot of more firewood and paper in my garage. But
he's also making a big claim there that it's going to be.
The campaigns are still in there. The missions are still in there.
The history is still in there.
No, he's made
history fluff. It's all made up. What, you don't believe World War II was real, do you? Cheap.
Oh God, absolutely desire.
He's happy to scrap them for a better game.
Make Toph great again.
So contained with them in the main rule will be 5 starter armies. Great Britain, USA, USSR, Germany, and Imperial Japan will be included in the rule book.
Yeah, yes.
So my French, my Polish, my Australians.
Oh well.
Get in
my British, my US, my Japanese, my Germans. Oh,
it's fine. While other nations will have similar lists available as PDF downloads, that's fine. If they're releasing PDF indexes, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
As long as the PDFs, I'd like them free. But if they're going to make profit out of it, then not.
It depends. Yeah. If they're like £2 each, shut up and take my money. If they're £15 each, no, I'm not doing it.
If they're a £5 each, then get out. It's a PDF. It's electronic.
I believe they would be free. If they're index style and they're just waiting for an army book to come out, I believe they'd be free.
That's if they're going to put the books out. Yeah.
Until they get
the army. You'd hope so. You'd definitely hope so.
Yeah, but yeah. So anyway, these are allowed to start playing right away and will be familiar to second edition players, but each will be replaced by a regular ongoing series of releases of third edition army books. Good.
Nom.
Brilliant. Looking forward to that. And then this is the Juggernaut. It's like for people moaning that we don't release enough content anymore, mate. New army book release reviews. That'll be wicked.
We'll have content. We'll have all the content.
For that.
All of it.
Yeah.
I'll be telling Toph rules. I'll be telling Dan rules. I'll be telling Spurlie rules because I'm the shadow that will sit there and read it.
And if Dan can keep putting his little pinky in the right place, hopefully we'll get advanced copies as well, so we can be ahead of the game. That'd be great, wouldn't it? We'll see. Come on, Dan, do the Lord's work. So here we go. Campaign and theatre books will remain valid as the background scenarios are still very much relevant, but the vast majority we've already covered.
Yeah. The last 10 minutes of our debate, was that next paragraph that we hadn't read yet.
Yeah. Whatever. Do I need any different dice tokens or templates? Note: Bolt Action Third Edition still uses all Bolt Action staples we know and love: D6, pin markers, multiple templates, and of course, iconic order dice. Templates are staying, guys. I'm really sorry if you want to go back to D6s. It's not happening. Templates are staying.
I love them. And the reason I love them is because the template rules in Bolt Action are some of the best template rules written. This is how you place it, and this is how. It's not, I'll start tagging and doing what I want. It's, you must do this first, and it's awesome.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people moan templates cause arguments and division and stuff, but we've played Bolt Action at the highest fucking levels, right? We've gone to the WCC multiple times. We've played the best players in the world. I can't think of a single time I've argued about templates. Ever. No. I've argued about a shitload of stuff. Don't get me wrong. I've argued about fucking charges. I've argued about shooting cover. I've argued about everything. I have never
breaks.
Yeah,
the look of your opponent. The opponent needs to shave.
People who roll dice I've argued with everyone.
People who throw their dice across the table.
I have never argued about templates. It's there's 8 of them there. Cool. When in doubt, round up. Be generous to your opponent. Done. That's it.
I'm also glad they're staying with the D6 system. As probably nice as a D10 system is, I can't get behind it.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. D10s, man. For people, I don't. If you say, "Oh, mate, I want D10s," I really judge you as a person straight away. Do you know what I mean? It's like when someone says they vote for Trump. I'm like, oh, okay then.
I mean,
sometimes you need to. Sometimes you need to Trump. Yeah, because if you keep all of that gas inside, it will cause you problems later in life, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, I get it from I get it from a percentage, kind of, you can fit it into a lot better. But, yeah, sure. But D6 everybody can recognise, like that, no problem.
Yeah, agreed.
You put 10 dots on a dice, I'll be there looking at you going, what is that?
Yeah, especially people complaining they want to buy new books, mate. Imagine having to buy new dice. Yeah, weird. So, will there be any further books or facts released for second edition? At this stage, all hands on deck for Bolt Action third edition, so there are no more second edition books releases planned. Similarly, the FAQ is the final one. There we go.
It's the final fact.
They were shit anyway. No, they weren't that shit. That was alright. There was some good stuff in there. Yeah.
But they didn't know the difference between a fact and an errata. So
don't. No, I'm in a good mood, Spurlie. Don't you dare. Don't do it.
Poke the bear. Poke him.
Please note our award-winning customer service team won't be able to give you any more information about third edition at the moment. It's strictly top secret. Mate, we know. We've been trying to get information out of them for fucking years, mate.
Yeah, but even information they should know, they don't know sometimes. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know.
They can tell me
they are the
they
best.
They
are the
don't
best
know anything.
by a long shot.
I'm still going to ask them. They are good. Especially when Dan goes around and goes, mate, can't do your deal, mate. And then Dan's just horrible to him. They deserve better than you, mate. You're horrible to him.
I'm free advertising, mate.
I'll walk it off the shelf for 50 quid, mate. Hey.
And I'll go tell everybody about it, and they'll go and buy from you.
Why are you making me like one of the Welsh team from the WTC?
Fine.
You sound nothing like Gerwin. What are you on about?
I was trying to copy the orange bloke from Bargain, but maybe I got a bit too.
David Dickinson.
David Dickinson.
Yeah.
That's a real Bobby Dazzler.
Is there anything else I should know right now? Just that the best way to get all your Warder Games news, including Bolt Action updates, is to sign to our twice-weekly newsletter if you haven't already. False! It is to listen to the Juggernaut Bolt Action podcast.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. There you go.
Or check the post before.
Anyway.
Check one of our posts before it gets pulled down, Spurlie?
Yeah. I've spent like the last 5 days putting things on Facebook and taking them down again, and then there's stuff, and then there's the stuff that we put on that Facebook takes down for us.
So that is the end of everything we officially know. Templates, new books, D6s, new points, new USRs. One fundamental change to a core rule that definitely won't piss me off.
Yeah, that is what we know. So there are also the things that we know we don't know. There are also things we don't know that we do know. And obviously there's going to be things that we don't know.
Oh, we don't know. Shall we do the rumours before we go on to the wish listing then? Because we like a good wish listing.
Let's do the rumours.
Okay. So we do. Oh, I've got a transition. Do you want to hear my new transition noise to make up for like the new music? Are you ready?
Yeah.
What is that?
A new flame has come, man, because it's new. It's a new edition. Do you know what I mean? New flame has come. Do you not like Simply Red?
No, not that song.
No. Oh, not that. Oh, fucking hell, Pete.
People only know one Simply Red song. Yeah.
They're one song band.
They're one song band.
I have a lot of time. I have a lot of time for Simply Red. Actually, I think they were the soundtrack for my 90s youth.
The only reason most people know who Mick Hucknall is because they confuse him for someone else.
I married a Mick Hucknall lookalike. What are you talking about?
Oh, poor cat.
That's a lie. She's beautiful.
I'm going to go on the Jugger Wives chat now and mention that to her.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting that in there. Yeah. This is... Sorry, everybody, just stick... Just bear with us for a second. We're all just going on WhatsApp, so...
We've got
the all-star Jugger chat. There we go.
Yeah.
No, we've got a race. What's going to happen first? V3, Toph's divorce, or Toph gets made redundant at work. Which one's going to happen first?
At the same time.
Yes, winning.
And suddenly you can see Toph in the background of my camera. It's like, why is Toph there? He lives here now.
I was going to say, the thing is, you're trying to get Kat to divorce me, but it'll be your sofa I live on. So
yeah,
that's all right.
Yeah. Hey, I've got a sofa bed now.
Thanks, great. Hope it's comfy. Right, anyway, rumours. So, stuff that I know that I don't know, or stuff that we don't know. Again, I know some of the play testers and stuff, so there's still drips and jabs that have been coming through for a while. But, like, things change, so pinch of salt for everything. But some things that I do know, and this is the big one, is that apparently cover saves are coming in.
Oh, no thanks.
The thing that I've heard is that the big change is that the modifiers for light and soft cover are going. Cover saves will be coming in, which means at worst you'll be hitting someone on 6s because you won't get hard cover anymore. They will then just get a 4-up save like old school 40k.
I don't want to.
I don't want it either.
Yeah, I quite like the fact that I don't have to think about rolling to save my guys. Yeah, you roll your dice twice and then you tell me how many models to take off the table. That's simple.
The thing for me is maybe I'm being a bit like selfish here, but being good at doing quick maths to work out your modifiers is a good skill to get behind for bolt action, and they're kind of robbing one of my skills from me because I'm really good at that. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it leads you on to other things like darts. You know, you need to be quick at maths.
But another thing, like we all said, you know, with bolt action, V2 it's a really good addition. We only need some changes. We don't need massive changes, only some changes. And like this to me smells like a change no one asked for being implemented for the sake of change. Do you know what I mean? So to justify the new book. If it could be bullshit, I hope it is.
Complete rumour. We don't know.
Because you don't know anything. It's only what I've heard. It would be a step backwards, frankly. And another concern of mine is it makes pins so much easier to add on, because if you only hit on 6s and you get a cover save, guess what? They're still going to get pinned. Yeah. So, like, it means you sit in cover would no longer be a protection to stop you being hit, which means the armies that can avoid pins, a la Japanese, are going to have a fucking field day.
South Africans as
and
well.
The armies that can put and the armies that can put them out, like, absolutely no issue, like the US, are going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But what we are doing
the biggest
here,
issue
though,
for me.
So I was going to say, what we're doing here, though, is we're taking a potential V3 rule and applying it to national traits
from
V2 that may not even exist in the next edition.
Well, I mean, that's why you got to take. That's why you got to take all this to the same with a grain of salt, right? Because it's all part of this new ecosystem. Everything will be pointed and decided on the understanding that you'd be hitting on sixes, right? You know. Yeah.
What we could do is we could post this onto the Bolt Action Facebook page and just watch people have a meltdown.
But the thing is, we just don't know, because it could also rules could come out and the full modifiers are in there, and in which case, well, Toad's got egg on his face and he now looks like an idiot. In which case, please, I'd love that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have also heard that for MMGs, basically our Juggernaut format MMG rule may have been, if not stolen, kind of utilised. Yeah.
Adopted. Call it adopted.
So our rule was that you get, like, once you target someone with an MMG, they get an additional pin. Do you know, for being targeted with an MMG, if it's like infantry or something. And there was also like,
they could only get that once a turn, only from infantry teams.
Yeah, I don't know what they've copied, and I don't know if they've copied it, and I don't know exactly if it'll be the same. I know a lot of people who copy our rules kind of miss out with some of our nuance in regards to what can be pinned. But I believe that's the rule that they put in to make MMGs better.
Yeah. It's, you know what? I'll take it. It'll do. As long as it's not on, and pure speculation, I do not want MMG tanks to be ruling the roost anymore. I'm bored of Stewards. Make the Sherman god.
One thing I've also heard to make the pins better is that pins would shed all your pins. Once you rally, all your pins gone. No longer need to roll.
If that's true, a rally just taking all your pins.
So again, this is why you can't just like take one rule in isolation and assume the world's burning, because they all interact with each other in various ways. Yeah. So I don't know. In regards to army selection as well, I hope you all like Chain of Command.
I've never played it.
Never heard of.
What's a chain of command? We don't pay attention to chain of command.
So in Chain of Command, the way the army works is a lot more limited. You have a very set platoon of like one officer, 3 squads, and then maybe 1 or 2 support pieces, like a Panzerschreck, maybe, and you know, that kind of thing. And then you can buy support pieces. So like you'd have your set platoon, and then you could then use support points, a bit like our Juggernaut format points, to say buy a tank support, buy artillery support, buy say some sniper support. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. What I've heard is that you will have bolt action like a there'll be a set platoon of like an officer and like 3 squads, say, of your riflemen, and then you can buy additional support platoons. So basically, you'd have your rifle platoon, and then you'd then say, "I'm going to buy an artillery platoon to go with my infantry platoon."
I hope it's not too complicated.
So basically, think of 40k 9th edition when you had to 8th edition when you had to buy your detachments.
Yeah, like still, I don't want it to be complicated.
It's one of those.
The nice thing about the generic selector we've had in V2 is it ain't complicated.
One of the things I need, this is one of those ones where I don't know what my opinion is yet until I've looked at it and tried to break it. Because to me, all I hear is if everyone's if the idea is that like the foundational platoon is bigger, like you have to take at least 1 squad, 3 squads, 1 officer, blah blah blah. If you just have to pay more tax before you can get your toys. My question then is, well, who has the best tax? Because if you're say a British player and you have to bring 30 riflemen, that is not the same as if I was a Polish player and got to bring 18 lancers for my tax. Do you know what I mean? So like, without knowing what the actual taxes and the benefits are, that's the difficult bit. And also, if one of the options is bringing a support tank platoon, well, guess what? That's going to be a really freaking strong option because, hey, look, tanks,
yeah.
So unless they made everyone's anti-tank options better, everyone's just going to go.
Yeah.
Same with artillery platoons, engineering platoons with flamethrower spam.
You know what I really want to see?
Yeah.
There's something I really want to see implemented because it would just be cool. It'd work everywhere. It'd be cool. Keep exceptional damage because we love it.
I love that.
Exceptional damage on a flamethrower causes an explosion. Causes some hits on the men around him on an infantry flamethrower because it happened.
Yeah.
Have it like a half chance that tank just goes off and there's fire everywhere. Because how cool would that be?
Yeah, I do. So I'm gonna segue over to wish listing now because that's the end of my what I know. I do
What
hope they
you don't know. Yeah.
Do or don't know. Whatever. I hope that some stuff is toned down. We already spoke about Gurk stuff. Flamethrowers. I think it'd be nice to not be such an obvious auto everything option. Like, maybe if you just make them good against infantry but bad against vehicles or something, because currently they're just such an obvious option against everything.
Yeah, but that could come down to like the force composition now. That if you have to take, certain things, you go, I'm going really good down flamethrowers, but you are literally leaving yourself wide open for the rest.
Yeah.
So it could be how they turn it back that way.
What I want is infantry to be really good against tanks in close combat. I want tanks to be good, but also terrified of infantry. Hear me out. Tanks should not go into like heavily like terrained areas without infantry support. It's suicide. Because once you have infantry swarming over the tank, they're throwing grenades in the hatch. The crew can't see. They've only got that small hatch. It should be that a tank sees a building, like a built-up area with infantry in it and goes, shit, I need infantry support in there. Because currently, what makes Stuarts and stuff so good is the fact that without dedicated anti-tank, they are untouchable. So you roll on, you take out the enemy's anti-tank, and then you're like, good, do what I want. I like the idea of the Stuart going, actually, there's a squad there. I don't want to get that close to them because they might come up and fuck me. Well, they don't need to be like bomb stick levels of good. But I just think if what anti-tank grenades currently are, if they gave those rules to generic infantry, I think that would go a long way on making infantry more dangerous to big tanks, especially if everyone's going to start rolling around with tigers.
Yeah, if you take away that tank fear check for charging a tank, it's kind of the same thing, isn't it? Because
you look very unconvinced, Pete.
Yeah, it's just you do that, and then you don't see a single tank on the board ever.
I mean, it's a fine balancing act.
It's going too far one way. And this is what happened. Like, here's some behind the scenes. Here's what happened with the MMG rule that we came up for the jug pack. We went here, we went here, until we found a happy medium. You've
got to hope that our friends and brothers who are doing these rules development and FAQing and stuff, that they work out that balance. Do you know what I mean? And if they don't work out that balance, hey, maybe as a community we go, hey guys, Juggernaut format V3, V14, we will do that.
I would like anti-tank grenades to be awesome. Like you can keep generic infantry like, a tank, what do I do? And then any with anti-tank grenades just be awesome against it. Like, we've dealt with this before. Come here, mofo.
If you're a tank, like a Tiger or a T-34 or something, caught in Stalingrad terrain, and there's an infantry squad advancing on you with fucking anti-tank grenades, you should be terrified. Yeah,
and I mean, tanks didn't go into urban areas without support.
Exactly, and that's what I would like to see. I would like tanks to see infantry in cover and go, shit. Do you know what I mean?
Like, much the same as bazookas and Piats and things and Panzerfaust should be at 6 inches on a tank. Should be good night, lad.
If you made flamethrowers shout against vehicles, but then made your common infantry trooper so much better, I'd be like, good change.
Well, anti-tank grenades need to be cheaper, so they need to be a 5-point upgrade for the squad. No matter how big the squad is, just make them a Panzerfaust equivalent.
Yeah.
But also, you need to actually be able to hit vehicles. Because at the minute now, if you advance with a vehicle, you're basically untouchable. And it's too much. Like, it's a...
Yeah.
Oh,
he's dropping again. He's dropping it!
A Tiger that moves 2 inches is virtually untouchable.
Mm. Yeah, you're not wrong. Man, your internet shit.
It's this head fucking bones, they're shite.
I'm sure he's making some strong points.
Well, Dan,
Dan,
if you pay your membership to club, it's actually something you could probably propose that the club purchases for you. But until you are a fully paid up member, then you're going to have to sort yourself out.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
There you go. How's that? Can you hear me now?
That's a lot better. Thank you.
There you go.
So, it's any other wish listing stuff. What would we like to see? Listeners in the chat, I can see you chatting away. suggest shit. What would you like to see?
Let me go.
That people have suggested, and it might actually be happening, is tanks points based on their armaments rather than their armor.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Which is what it should be. If you've got an anti-tank gun and that's your only armament, you should be a hell of a lot cheaper than a Stuart that's got 4 MMGs on it.
So let's have I'm going to go to Facebook and let's have a look, see what people in the Bolt Action group have asked for on our post there. This post didn't get taken down.
So while you're doing that, Felipe said Warlord damn sure can't claim they didn't have enough time to have these rules damn near perfect upon release. If V3 is shit, I'm done with Bolt Action.
Wow.
I mean, for me, real talk, if it's shit, which is an occupational hazard, it could be shit, or it could be fine but not my cup of tea. Like just games aren't binary, right? They could be like, actually, I prefer V2. It could be like, I prefer this, I prefer that. It could be that we back out for an edition and come back V4. That's a totally fine and normal thing to do as well. You shouldn't be forced to play a game you're not a particular fan of when there's other games to play. There's so many games out there to play, and only so little time. So, if the edition comes out, we will play it, guaranteed. But it may come out that we all think, actually, it's not for us anymore. In which case, we'll go and play something else for a few years, and we'll come back V4, and that's totally fine. If you play, 40k fantasy,
40k is a good example. My favourite edition of 40k is 5th.
Yeah. We skipped as a club. We played a bit of 8th. We skipped 9th. We came back. Are we on 10th now?
No,
we
came back. Years. We got none of it.
Yeah. So, and that's totally normal. And I know people who played Bolt Action V1. V2 came out and they were like, nah, mate, it's shit. And they stopped playing, which is fine. They might be back from V3. That's just how these things go. So if it is shit, don't chuck your models, don't burn them, put them in the garage, wait a few years, come back.
And for those that can't wait, I have a Tomb King army. They've recently come back out. I don't have to buy a model. Life is great.
Cool.
So,
generally, I'll give it a go. I'm going to smash through it, see how it plays. I'll probably be one of those nutters that will play 30, 40 games before I go, Well,
that's the thing. All I will say is play it. Don't read a rule and go, and then not play it. You need to play it and work your way through it. So for me, what I'll probably do is I'll buy it and play it up until the WTC. And then at the end of that, I've probably played enough games at enough levels to then make a real decision of, can I be arsed with this edition? So basically, if I get my arse handed to me at WTC next year, I'll be like, this game is shit.
Well, that's one thing. This could completely change the layout at WTC.
WTC is going to be nuts because no one's going to have a fucking clue.
Yeah.
About what's good or anything.
Hey, there's at least There's at least some TOs that are going to be sat there reading every night.
Yeah, that's going to be
annoying their other halves by going, are you reading again? Yes.
Yeah, that's good luck, guys. Good luck with that.
So, Facebook. Yeah. So, one wish list, cheaper LMGs.
Yes, please.
Good.
If they do the same thing, yes, please.
Yeah.
I was going to say, not necessarily cheaper, just a good deal.
Yeah.
Whatever that equals, just a good deal.
Because currently, 4 men versus 1 LMG is always 4
Actually,
men.
I'm going to say, can they not fuck with snipers, please? I like snipers. I know
exceptional damage is fine. People get annoyed at it. It's fine.
I know they upset people. I'm sorry if you're delicate and you're a little flower and you need to have safety words. That's fine, but don't break my sniper. It's fine. It's okay.
Leave Brittany alone.
So
I'm hoping for like a Fnatic rework or whatever. Fully hands up here. I'd like to ignore morale rules. That'd be great, but I don't want to be OP.
What I'd love is if they took all the rules that they have now, deleted like 80% of the wording, and then just made that one sentence make sense. And that's enough for me. I don't need half a page on Recce. I just need, you can Recce if you're attacked and you've not activated. Go wherever you want as long as it's changing the dice roll. That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got somebody who wants them to make smoke a playable option.
That'd be nice.
Yes.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Make
Yes.
smoke good.
Please make smoke just easier, a viable option.
Yeah.
In V2, 6 is to hit with smoke, and if you don't hit, your opponent places it.
I want smoke to be so good that the security at the airport questions why I've got that much cotton wool when I'm going to a tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want to be like, sir, do you know that that's a health hazard? And I'm like, bro, I need this.
For about 4 games, quite a while ago, I did try and run smoke in run a Japanese army trying to spam smoke to get close to them. You just never got it never happened. Your opponent was always placing the smoke, so they were placing it in places where you didn't want it.
Yeah.
So next up, we've got a threefold. Yeah, more special characters, less points at tanks and armored transports, and better MG teams.
I think MG teams is going to be a strong theme.
Yeah,
so
I think reworking the tanks completely would be lovely because at its core it's an infantry level game. If the tank's really good at killing infantry, it probably should cost more than a tank that's really good at killing a tank.
Well, it's an infantry game.
Let's be honest. That's how we win 90% of our games.
Yeah.
We go, oh no, a tank. Anyway,
it is. Any closing thoughts on V3 before we get on with the rest of the episode?
Gimme.
Yeah, it's going to be a long few months waiting until September, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah. Go feel
it. Me up when September's here.
Come on, Dan, hurry up and get us a review copy.
Yeah.
Working on it, mate. Give me a month or so.
Thank you. And then we can digest it, tear it to bits, hopefully stream a game or two. Throw the book out the window when I get upset because my favourite thing doesn't work anymore.
And you can watch on live cam when Toph is throwing his book, and I'm going, Toph, it's okay.
Yeah, we will live stream me selling my poles on eBay.
No, I'll tell you what,
we'll live stream it.
When we get the book and when we're actually allowed to play a game, our streaming setup's going to be on point. Yes, we're going to woof. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good.
It's almost as if we accidentally planned it.
My big wish for V3 is take V2, take all the lovely changes, take this stupid wording and make it more concise, and go poof, done.
Do you know what? One thing I would like infantry, artillery, because the amount of times you get people going, what does the spigot mortar count as? And it isn't clear. And you just think, a keyword here, like infantry mortar or artillery. That would.
Oh, so we want universal special rules and keywords. Ooh.
Yes.
Might upset some people, Dan.
Yeah, don't tell Juggernaut Air and he'll have an aneurysm. Can't cope with it.
Just give him some counters, he'll be fine.
That's what I'd love. Tokens and cards.
No.
Yeah.
No. You know they do little cards with the vehicles that I just put in the bin.
Yeah, no, they do. They come in the new boxes, don't they?
I really want each unit to have a different dice roll for what it hits on. Strength and toughness values, weapon skills, ballistic skills, leaderships.
Power.
I'd like an M1 Garand to be different to a Car 92, please.
Yeah. Definitely that.
What I would really like is the option to take a Catachan barking toad.
Keith's actually putting a good link in the chat.
Can you do that for me?
Index,
Index. Actually, you could leave the entire game the same, and you put an index in that book, and it becomes such a
change. Thank you very much.
Before we move on, I will add a closing thought to all you listeners out there. If you're ever bored, if you're ever on the toilet and need a bit of reading material, just go and watch Facebook. Just read Facebook comments, mate, for the next 6 months, because it's going to be fire for the amount of hot shit takes of people coming out with utter bollocks for the next 6 months. It's going to be awful. So go and enjoy that. Go and enjoy. Facebook, Reddit, even on Discord, there'll be people talking bollocks. Podcast us included, mate. I'm not all here for it. It's going to be wicked.
Can one of them favour? Every time on Facebook you read someone that says,
wow, your mic is garbage.
Yeah.
It's so shit. Yeah.
It's like he's
You need it closer to your mouth, mate. And
it's not. It's like he's self-censoring, isn't he? I'm ready with the beep button, but he just keeps cutting out.
Look! If you open the soundboard, Dan, look, you can press it there. Look there. There's the beep button. Like you go, there's the beep button. You can just press that. There you go.
I'm leaving. Fuck it.
Well, I'm going to suggest a new segment and topic. Let's bring out your filth. Let's talk about our plans for Welsh Nationals.
Oh,
Okay.
did you not see all the vehicles that are potentially getting released for?
Wait a minute. Let's do the transition. There we go. Now I can do the next thing. Go, Pete.
And that would
This is a salute.
Right. But new vehicles. There's a bunch of new vehicles that were shown up at Salute in some of the cabinets that look pretty good.
I didn't see anything interesting.
A few Italian ones. There's the M15 multiple gun carriage for the US. I don't have a link to it at the moment, but I did see it and I was like, oh, nice. We'll have a bit more of that because the recent releases on vehicles have been very nice. Like the Humber sold very well.
Yeah, I have one of those Humbers. It's
nice.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Love the Humber. Right, who's going first then? Welsh Nationals. Is it at the end of this month? So at the time of listening, it is in 2 weeks' time. This submission was 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Did we all get them in on time? Did anyone lose points for late submission?
Mine was in early.
Yeah.
I was in early.
Yeah.
Mate.
Mine was in early because we was at that stag do at the same weekend, and you was like, Toph, you don't get it. I was like, shit! I just sent it there and then. Who wants to go first? Who wants to go first with their list?
I reckon it's Barry. Why not?
Oh, just wait. I need to get it on.
Mine's already up. Shall we go with mine first?
Sure.
Okay.
Poor wife.
So, whatever. So I've decided I'm taking Welsh Nationals seriously this time. In that I obviously took Tigers last year and fucked about. This year I'm actually out now going to actually try.
He's taking Hungarian Tigers this year.
And what do you see all these tournaments? Fucking Stewarts and MMG spam. So what I've done is brought an army that can take on Stewarts and MMG spam.
Oh.
We'll see what works. So I've gone Great Britain, and I've gone up at Atom. I am so different.
How original.
So original. So you've got your 2 NX lieutenants, 3 RC Observer. I've got 2 engineer squads in a Bren each. I've got 2 5-man home guard sections because I need something to just make my list legal, I suppose.
2 engineer squads in Brens.
Yeah. I know.
Tell me more.
I know. So original. I say 2 home guard, original. 2 snipers. I'll take that. That is original.
Yeah.
You can't judge me. 2 snipers. I love a sniper.
People will judge you, but
I've got the 25 pounder. Again, original, and that's all the end of all the boring shit. Now the fun shit begins. I've got my Humber scout car.
Nice.
Who I'm gonna up and atom into people.
Nice.
Because charging vehicles is fun, 8+. I've got a Staghound, because that is also fun. And I brought 2 M3 Lees.
Oh, you want everybody with the vehicles are just you are not going to be their friends.
So my list has. Yeah, but it's a lot of guns. I've got 4 light AT guns, 2 medium AT guns, and 4 8+s that I can charge shit with.
Somebody brings a load of vehicles and they'll be like, I'm sorry.
Aren't the Lees 9s?
The Lees are 9+. The Lees 9+.
Yeah.
The Humber and the Staghound are 8+. So they can all charge. And thanks to Up and Atom, they don't even need to test to do it. They'll just go. They'll just do.
Up and Atom doesn't work
thing.
on the Lees.
Because they're Lend-Lease vehicles.
No. Up and Atom works on infantry, not the vehicles.
No, it doesn't. We checked that at WTC. It's all vehicles. It's all units.
Oh.
Or at least that's the way you guys ruled it against me at the WTC. So
against you?
Yeah,
Who did that?
I'm
probably
sure
Dan,
that's
to be
right.
fair. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure that's right.
Mm.
Off we go to the veto rules.
No, because it's in the army book, isn't it? And it just says it affects everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I've submitted it now, so let's see what happens. Yeah.
Some of the national rules specifically say this affects.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Up and Atom is just everything.
Up and Atom.
unit assumed.
Army has a special, then any order given to an assault is automatically treated.
Yeah, it just doesn't work on inexperience.
Yeah, so I can get my Humber, line it up against other Stewarts, and just ram it.
Yeah.
That sounds hilariously fun. So that's what I'm going to do anyway.
Yeah,
we'll see. It will come.
How many dice have we got?
Oh shit! Now ask me the real
16?
questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Not unreasonable. 16 dice for a tank heavy list. I'll take that.
Very good.
I mean, I am proper low on infantry though. Real objectives. I'm going to be like. Nah. So just reserve
2 engineer squads and
2 home guard squads.
Oh god, yeah.
I've not even tested this yet. Actually, I only printed it the units out I need yesterday. So who wants a game on Tuesday?
Me, I do.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Lees are great. Like they've got all the guns. So we'll see.
Let me get mine up there.
We'll see. I'll come up against 150 bamboo and cry.
Yeah.
No, you won't. You switch to HE and laugh.
Yeah, and kill 4 of them. What about the other 11 per squad?
Well, the Lees, I think, still have the larger medium AT HE.
They do, yeah, they do.
And the light will give you a small one, and then you should have also probably got the machine gun.
I've got the machine gun on top as well. Yeah,
you've got loads of shots. You'll be fine.
Right. Seeing as I'll play Toph on Tuesday, we'll do my list.
I'll let you know. Yeah, let you know.
Yeah.
So, here we go. This is what I'm taking.
Here we go.
Oh, I've even put it because it's my list.
Sharing your screen. Oh, what a dickhead.
Well, none of you have sent me yours, have you? So,
no.
Yeah. We've got 2 LTs because tax.
Wait, what army are you taking, Spurlie, for the listeners at home who can't see your screen right now?
I am taking the Soviets. Ooh.
New army.
Spurlie's got a Soviet army?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not ready yet.
This is more dudes than Spurlie's ever seen.
Yeah.
Are you actually gonna get this? Are you actually gonna get this painted in time? Real question.
He's pretty far through.
To get in there. Oh,
yeah, having seen it on Tuesday, he's pretty far through a lot of them with colour.
That's
he's
what I've got left
the illusion.
to do. I've got that lot left to do.
I mean, that's a lot of models.
It is for me.
Left to do.
Yeah, but
Definitely
look at the
is
list. That's not that many models compared to what the list is.
Yeah, that's true. Come on then.
Yeah. So,
Read it out.
So. 2 LTs, the Frontnet Commissar, and then a regular Commissar. The Frontnet one, he does you don't get -1 to shoot for inexperience.
Oh, is that one? Yeah.
I've got 6 rifle squads. One of them is the free squad.
6 12-man rifle squads.
Yeah, 6 12-man rifle squads.
Why not? Sure.
Just a casual 72 dudes.
Yeah, and then on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, I've got 6 Mongolian cavalry. So, yeah, gone from inexperienced guys that can't hit anything to veterans on horses.
How many points is that? Is that 102 points for 6 boats?
Yeah.
Oof, they're expensive.
Yeah. Well, they can
but
fire
they can
their
shoot their
rifles,
rifles from the
can't
saddle.
they?
Yeah.
2 regular snipers, 3 NX dog mines, 2 Zis-3s, which are versatile, so they're light howitzers and medium ATs. And then to trundle around the board, 2 Su-76Is, which I've also paid to make versatile. So they've basically got Zis-3s on them, 8+ armour, closed. So, yeah.
You know what? In the hands of anyone else, that list would be terrifying.
Yeah, but in the hands of me...
Because it's you, though, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Oh, I'll get you some ointment for that.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's funny because I'll go up against Gurkhas and Brens and with my list, and I'll be laughing because I'll just pew the Brens from the other side of the table. But I'll come up against this list and go, what?
Yeah. I'm going to send this to Bo and see how many wins it won't get.
It's a lot of medium AT guns and a lot of dog mines. I'll give you that.
How many dice, Spurlie?
20 dice.
20.
when he dies.
Comes in at 12.45 points, so I could sneak a SMG in there somewhere.
12. I was going to say 12.45. Why did you not add like a Faust somewhere or SMG?
Just because, Toph, he can play 5 points down and still win.
Yeah, mate.
No, he can't.
Mate,
We're talking about Spurlie. He needs every fucking point he can get.
It's his excuse. So when he loses,
when I lose, I'll go,
12.45, mate.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's good. It's good for 5 points, mate. Good for 5 points.
Good for 5 points.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's me in Wales. Hopefully, I mean,
you in Wales, surrounded by men.
It's kind of got to be now, isn't it? The lists are in, so
yeah. Spurlie's going to get to each game and go, "I've got men."
Yeah, I love
we're sharing a room at Cardiff, aren't we?
Yeah,
mate, we're gonna have a banging weekend. It's gonna be great.
Emphasis on the banging. Yeah.
I would be disappointed. I would be disappointed if not. Hey, this is Firestorm Games. Remember, they have that stupidly high percentage Perry cider. Yeah. I'm so ready for. I'm gonna get fucking wankered. Well, unless if I keep winning, then game on. But the moment I lose a game, fuck it. The Perry's coming out.
I am looking forward to the drive between the venue and the hotel if Toph's going to get wankered.
Oh shit! Am I driving?
I don't know. I thought Steve was driving.
We probably should arrange that. We should probably. Is Steve coming?
No, it's just us four.
It's just us four.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Who's driving?
Well, my car. Neither of my cars are big enough, so I'll leave it to you guys.
Okay. Put a poll up on the stream.
Who should drive?
Who's driving?
Who's driving?
Here we go then.
An alcoholic or a blind man? What do you want?
Alcoholic, blind man, Formula One enthusiast, and man whose car probably won't have wheels.
No. You've got an alcoholic, a blind man, a broken car, or a Time Lord.
I'm not an alcoholic. I can stop any time I want to, which isn't right now, so I won't.
I say that when driving the car. I can stop anytime I want.
No, you can't. The minimum stoppage distance, Pete.
Yeah. Meter.
Oh god. We should drive to Wales. Fucking hell.
Yeah, there you go. The poll is live.
Oh shit! I can vote on this. I don't know who's on the vote. I don't know. Line man or Formula One driver. We'll see. Right.
Dan, do you want to do yours?
Yeah, I can do mine if you want. So, I was thinking how to adjust the auto potato list, how to make it good for 1250.
Oh.
So what I've done is I've taken dual platoon French.
Is real talk? Is it because, like, obviously with how hot of a conversation the Italians have been, is it kind of like an anti-meta choice because you think everyone's going to be good for that style of it?
It's because everyone else is taking it.
The conversation the Italians have been. Exactly is it kind of like that? Was my point.
Your list is exactly built to kill that potato list.
Yeah, and I make no qualms about it. Yeah,
Rich is taking my list with Savoia Cavalieri in it to make it 1250. So it's just not going to be fun for me to play a list that everyone else has played, or is playing, or B has tooled up to kill that exact list because they know it's going. So what's the point?
It makes sense, and to be fair, taking my French was a close second. As like
if you go to an event now, you know that Gurkhas are going to be there, so you tool up to kill Gurkhas.
Yeah, that's why you always have explosives.
Yeah, if you're building a list, you need to be able to kill 8+ MMG tanks and veteran infantry.
Yeah,
that's a thing. Yeah.
So, first platoon in XLT, 3 squads of inexperienced infantry, all 10 men.
Oh, original.
The fourth squad of inex infantry for free, 5 engineers with a flamethrower, sniper team, anti-tank rifle, 2 medium howitzers, one of which is free, the early war motorcycle with an LMG, early war motorcycle with an AT rifle, a Renault FT17, and a Lafley tractor, which is the 5-man transport.
Love a Lafley.
Second platoon is in XLT, 3 6-man cav squads, engineer with a flamethrower, sniper team, heavy artillery, early war motorcycle with an LMG, early war motorcycle with an anti-tank rifle, an FT-17, and a Lafley tractor.
See, I was taking you seriously until you put the FT-17.
He's got all my favourite units. He's got cavalry. He's got the 5 engineers with Lafley. He's got the FT-17. He's got the little shitty LMG bikes. He's gonna have a great time.
It's a
those AT rifles, I actually think are going to do bits.
Yeah, because they'll get up their arse.
There's only 2 of them, so they're not going to do massive. But it's 25 order dice.
That's a lot of dice.
That's 25 order dice. If you're going last.
I generally might struggle with that. In that, I don't think I can kill enough shit quick enough. I can kill the shit I target. That'll be fine. But he'll always have more stuff that I've not quite.
I'll struggle with it.
Yeah.
The thing is, for that list, it's just the 2 snipers. If they can kill enemy flamethrowers, then I'm golden. And if the howitzers actually hit during the game, then the game will go fine.
So you got 2 mediums and a heavy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot.
Always
good.
spotters.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't go inexperienced without a spotter.
Yeah. Well, just because you put it right in the corner, don't you? So when you want to fire the other side of the board, you can.
I love a heavy howitzer just to be like, I'm hitting you. Freeze. Yeah. And you go... go down, and then you hit anyway. Fuck, yeah.
I love it when you don't go down, and the person rolls a 2 and misses.
Yeah. The challenge was how many order dice can I get in, and the only other thing I could have done to make this more order dice is if I split all of the 10-man inexperienced squads to 5-man and had 6 of them, or 7 of them rather than the 4, but they're completely ineffective then.
Have you gone the one guy with the pistol for like the 1 to fighter 3 in each squad?
No, because it costs extra points.
Oh, it's not full squad.
It's cheaper. It's cheaper to go with a pistol.
Oh yeah, because you take the one. No, I've just stuck with rifles because they're not going to be doing it anyway.
Yeah, the ENX guys have been charging shit. That's what they do. Fixed bayonets, man.
Wow.
That's exciting. Go on then, Pete.
Yeah. Again, it's a list I've never used before, so.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
Before I go.
I'm taking US. I thought about taking the Japanese, but I'm way out of practice with them, so I'm taking the US.
Double 105 veteran Sherman.
No.
Oh.
I did think about copying similar to what I did at Megatron and taking 2 normal Shermans at veteran, driving around going, "I'm a gunboat." No. But I think at Welsh Nationals it won't work so much. So I've got 2 inexperienced lieutenants, otherwise known as the "Can you get out of the way, boys? I don't need you." 2 7-man Ranger Force squads with a BAR and tough fighters, because Scare Machine's awesome. 2 6-man US 45th Division squads with 2 bars. They've got stubborn, and they're veteran. A veteran engineer squad with a flamethrower in a Dodge. A sniper team, veteran, with 2 SMGs, a flamethrower team in a Jeep, a bazooka team that's regular, a multi-launcher, the rocket launcher out of the US book, that's in X because don't pay extra for that. 2 little reconnaissance Jeeps, they're 360 MMG with recce. 2 Dakar Stewarts because I have no originality, deal with it. And that's my lot.
It's your cookie cutter American list, isn't it?
Good for 3 wins, mate. Good for 3 wins. Yeah, good for 3 wins.
Well, you say that. Yesterday, when I was using more or less the same infantry while chanting USA, Spurlie was getting done.
Okay, I'm trying to be as nice as I can, right? But when you're playing Spurlie, it doesn't count because he's shit.
It does. I was playing with a Greyhound.
You was having a great time then. You was having a great time.
The early version of this list did have a Greyhound in it, but why have a Greyhound when you can have a bazooka and 2 recon Jeeps?
See, last night, Pete was only actually having to kill half of my army because everything else was running away on half checks. Out of like 22 checks, I failed 17. It was, yeah.
But yeah, so I'm 17 order dice, and
little violin boy. There you go, little violin. Just there you go.
I'm 17 order dice. Toph's list is going to cause me problems. Dan's list is too much to kill, and Spurlie's list is a lot of dudes. So yeah, I'll see you mid-table.
Do I play Nuzlocke rules, or do I just go down all the time?
You play to win until you lose one, and then you go fuck it for the rest of the event. That at least that's my. You try until there's no point, and then fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah. The issue I had with trying to run 2 Shermans is I think it was at most 13 order dice, and that is going to screw me.
13.
Yeah, with 2 veteran Shermans in.
Yeah, but at 1250. God.
Yeah. You know how many points your veteran Shermans are? 254.
Ah, 254.
Because you cancel the easily catches fire, so you don't get fucked off the table quickly.
Yeah.
It means you can take a hit and go, oh, I'm on fire, I'll be fine, instead of going, oh, I'm on fire, I'm fucked.
You heard that, Pete can take a hit. There we go. We'll be testing that scenario.
Well, Dan will be testing it when they share their room at Welsh Nationals.
Yeah, I think the only upside I've got is the US Stewarts have recce, and they're awesome.
Yeah. I'm quite looking forward to this, though. I like Welsh Nationals. It's a brilliant event. There's loads of great people going. It's a good venue. Reese is an absolute delight of a man running it.
Yeah.
So
and that beard he's got is awesome.
I know, right? I couldn't if I tried, man. Stay short because mine just turns into pubes when it gets out of here. Do you know what I mean? So I have to keep it trimmed and I pretend to have some semblance of like control over facial hair.
Yeah.
No, it's not fair, man. It's not fair. There are men with beards and there are men with pubes in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And never the twain shall meet.
Yeah. Toph is neither of them. He's smooth all over his body. So, other than his stubble, yeah.
He baths in Imac.
So if you just threw some red gunge at him, you'd think he was a newly born baby.
He is a newly born baby.
Certainly whines like one.
I'm hungry like one too.
That's harsh.
No, I'm not going to say it. No, I'm not going to say it. No. Right, next segment. We're Star World War 4.
World War 4? That's 4th edition, isn't it?
Well, no, because Israel's really trying with World War 3. I didn't want to shit on their pile. You know what I mean? That's their deal. I'll start my own World War.
I mean, let's be honest. Russia tried starting it. It's not starting.
Yeah. Between Israel, Russia, and Iran, just go and play over there, please. Let me roll my dice in peace. Thank you. Yeah, right. Anyway, I know we had
Israel war is really impacting your dice rolling ability.
That's my fucking excuse, and I'm going to use it.
He'll die on that hill.
We did. So we did have in the notes to do a bit of what the fact, but I don't think we've got any questions in. So I vote that we go straight on to Hobby Lobby, unless you're hiding some from Miss Spurlie.
No, well, we did have a load on the post that got deleted by Zuckerberg. So
that's not helpful in this.
Damn you, Zuckerberg!
Yeah, that's not. Yeah. That's not helpful. So, Hobby Lobby then?
Lobby.
Let me press the soundboard again.
A new rain has come.
There we go. I just need to...
Yay.
That is... don't shit on the hook, man.
Oh dear. Who gave us a soundboard?
There's been a murder.
You know, Alice still not commented on the fact that we've got a sound recording of him saying there's been a murder. He's not
like because he supplied it.
I know, but like he's not messaging me to be like, what the fuck, man?
No, he supplied it. He knows it's out there.
I can only assume that he's more than happy for us to keep ripping off his name, his voice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a hell of a voice.
Yeah, anyone want to do a Scottish impression for a Hobby Lobby intro? Because I'm not going to do it.
No, I would offend the whole of Scotland. I'm not doing it.
Go on, Pete. Can you tell me what about Bannock Burn?
Dan's our lyrical chameleon, isn't he? Come on.
I can't do it. We have to go to Hobby Lobby.
Oh, hi.
That was so very nearly South African.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking talk to me about my Scottish accent, yeah?
Ah, you fucking prawns.
It's prawns, not plants, prawns.
Talking about your prawns, did you manage to get your Bretonians?
I did. I
that's what it
painted a full unit of 20 Knights of the Realm on foot, and I painted Damsel Desdemona, or whatever her name is, Drusilla. That's the one from the ugly stepsister from Cinderella, innit? Where are they gone?
Yeah.
Oh, they're in a box behind me. I can't show them.
Is she the special character?
No, that's Lady Elise.
Oh, okay.
That's Ellis, not Drusilla.
Yeah, I just did it because the guy that designed the 3D print models, her face is quite fat for a Bretonian, so I called her Drusilla.
We don't like to feed the peasants, so that's fair. Yeah,
all the rich ones are fat.
I'm also currently working on all of the command model men at arms, so I've got like 15 of these to churn out as well before I actually move on to the dross. So I'm getting through it slowly but surely.
Man, men at arms are so fucking broke, man. They're so good. They're far better.
I'm so jealous.
Than any peasants have a right to be.
I'm jealous.
I need to find a way to get
I've got
demonology.
undead.
Yeah.
I need demonology to give them +1 attack and +1 strength.
No, you don't.
You can have a full rank of peasants for 1 Chaos Dwarf of a blunderbuss.
Yeah.
Fucking
4
stupid.
points each. They're so good, and they hit like a truck as well. They're only weapon skill 2, which is shit, but they're strength 4 and armor piercing. They're really good.
How? What do you mean shit? Weapon skill 2 is boss.
Yeah, well.
Not when you're getting not when you're getting hit on freeze from a goblin. You're having a bad time.
Yeah, and and also another kit for Stalingrad.
I built the entire Stalingrad board. It's all sprayed. It's in bags. It just needs to go to people to paint it, because I'm not painting it because I built the fucking thing and it drove me.
I'll get to it. There's a bit of a backlog.
I know you will.
He's got to face Spurlie's army first.
Yeah. Have we posted pictures of that 40k terrain table I painted Spurlie on the club yet?
Not
on the doody-doos.
It's been on pictures of games being played on the table, but we've not.
It was being played last night.
Yeah, we've not done a feature on it yet.
All of the stuff that's been built for this Stalingrad board as well, it is fucking massive. You could fill like an 8x6 with this Stalingrad terrain. It's huge. So when we use it at club, it's going to be put a couple of bits on that.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what we do,
which must be about 2 foot tall. It's huge.
What we do is when we go to Games Expo for Battle of Britain, we could just set up 3 Stalingrad tables next to each other.
Yeah, you
could
get
that lazy with it.
Yeah. And it's got a train in it as well, so that's cool.
Choo-choo. Love a train.
Yeah.
Trains are life.
The train's like 14 inches long. It's huge.
Everybody loves the tutu.
That's not including the carriages that sit behind it as well. That's
14 inches, you say? We've got something in common.
Yeah.
Lying about size.
Spurlie, how'd those 30 riflemen do?
Honestly, I don't know how many I've done, because I've done a load, finished a load, and then I got to a point where I just went, right, I'm just going to make sure, get everything. So everything's got its uniform on now. Everything's got skin colour. Now I'm going through picking out other bits. So rather than
can you not count? Is that not? Did no one teach you how to?
No. This is how it counts. I got taught the same way. You got 1 and another 1 and another 1 and another 1. So there's always 1.
Does he just run out of toes and give up?
No. You got 1 and another 1 and another 1. And then somebody goes, how many? And you go, 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24, 30. There's 30.
Hey, he's done it!
On those top rows there, There's 30.
Let's do counting with Spurlie. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we go.
Are
One
we counting as
experienced
they're taken off the
rifleman.
board and killed?
Yeah.
Are they based?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Well, there's this
Used
three.
them last night.
He's achieved a pledge.
Where I was going to say, when's the last time you've actually managed to hit a pledge?
Since
Now
before
you're
he joined
asking,
the
ain't
pod.
you? Now you're asking. You should be a
This
journalist,
is a
Toph, with
monumentous
questions like
moment.
this.
We need to celebrate it.
Mastermind, Spurlie.
Toph should be a journalist with questions like this. You know.
Get him on the TV.
It's all about.
Oh,
it's all about.
that's right, Mr. PM. But when's the last time you actually followed through? Oh no.
Probably the last time he had food poisoning. But, you know.
I like ending on good notes, so we will skip to me now. I had down for the Old World Slow Grow and Welsh Nationals list. I got the Welsh Nationals list in, yeah, and I've based so many Tomb Kings, and I've still got to base so many more.
Well done, Pete. Well done.
I
Rebase
did
the
check.
models.
Yeah, I'm going to rebase skeletons from 20 mils to 25s. And there's flipping oh, that's not helpful. There's flipping loads of them. I've decided magnets are awesome. I've got 40-ish skeleton warriors to do, and that's before I open a still in cellophane, because that's how long I've had it, Tomb King's Battalion from say 7th or 8th edition, and another Sphinx. So I'm getting through them, but I've just got to basing, and Toph would be fuming because he's probably going skeletons, and I'm there like,
Yeah, you got a lot.
yeah, and Derek the Bone Giant is mostly back together.
Derek is a brilliant name for a giant, if I do say so myself.
Yeah,
Derek's some good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he either knocks him down like dominoes or he falls like a domino.
Derek the Domino.
And
So-
and the catapult is back in. This is all bloody metal. It's a fucking nightmare. It comes in about 12 different pieces. So yeah, I'm quite happy with all this. Got some games in with it. Quite enjoyed it. Ooh.
Is that all 4 pledges completed?
What was my pledge? I can't even remember what I
Old
pledged.
World Hobgoblins, bullshit centaurs.
Mate, I've painted so much shit since then.
I know!
Wait a minute, let me work out. I've painted hobgoblins, bull centaurs. I've painted another 30 great weapon dudes. I've painted Tower Rock. I've painted an Earth Shaker, 2 Death Shriekers, another demon engine. I've painted my Lamasu.
Tell you.
Yeah, and then I started my Orc and Goblin army, of which I painted my 2 chariots. I've painted 10 Night Goblins. I've painted 10 Black Orcs. I've got little squiggies on the table. Look at the little squiggies. Look at paint the squiggies. Look at yourselves teeth.
Old school squigs.
Old school squigs, yeah. And do you want to see my pile of shame there? Actually, it's more of a bucket of shame. Wait a minute. Oh. Here we go. So here we go. Bucket of shame. Let's go. Right. The only way I can do this is by just getting the camera and just showing you this bucket of just fucking models everywhere. It's wait a minute. Can I get it? There you go. Just look at it. I may have accidentally got like a 4,500 point Orc and Goblin army. That may have happened by accident. Just
Where'd you get that?
This used to be my rainy day fund. This used to be able to sell for £300. It doesn't anymore.
Well, I was like, I'm going to start an Orc and Goblin army. And I just brought myself like a few bits. Like, you know, I brought the new starter box and like a Doom Diver and some goblins and stuff. And then everyone came out of the woodwork and started giving me shit. Like, Chef was like, do you want 20 Black Orcs for like 15 quid? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I've also got 15 squig hoppers and a squig captain. I'm like, oh, okay. And then Owen's like, oh, by the way, I found another box of orc models plus some night goblins. Then Grimes went, oh, happy birthday, here's more orcs. I've just got so much fucking shit, man. I got to fucking paint it all. It's a hard life. It's a very hard life.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll have it all done by this weekend, though.
I wish, mate. I wish so much. No, because I'm actually trying with my orcs to like do it properly, and it's taking forever.
So Toph,
yeah,
how big is a war boss's base?
30 mil.
30 mil.
You reckon he'll fit on it?
Where'd you get that?
I've had that a while.
He will fit on it. What do you want for him?
Where to start by the sounds of that.
Let's take this offline. We'll
sort some out.
We'll sort some out. Yeah, we'll sort some out.
Dan, it sounds like I'm going to be rooming with you in Wales.
Looks like Dan's going to be on his own.
Actually, since we haven't decided who's driving, Pete, I will trade it for one lift to Cardiff and back.
Well,
is that where the poll went?
Do you want to know what the poll? Do you know what the results are then?
Go on then.
With 1 vote each, Pete and Dan.
No. Yes, we didn't do it. Get in. Well done, Dan.
So then, with 2 votes,
yeah,
and at one point was leading with 2 votes.
It was you.
It was me and Toph with 6 votes. Looks like you're driving.
So Spurlie, one of those votes for you was from me.
And I'm assuming the other one was Toph, so...
No, I voted for myself because I value safe driving.
The alcoholic values.
Yeah. If I'm gonna die in a car crash, at least I'd like to be killed by my own skills.
I think,
now I get to extort a free org model out of Pete. So this is all.
I definitely think this year we might have to utilise taxis to get into Cardiff for food on Saturday night.
Yeah, we'll work it out. We'll work
some out.
Yeah, we're all right.
I do need your pledges.
I'm going to paint 2 Lees and a Staghound, and I know I'm going to do them because I need to do them for Welsh Nationals. Chances are I'll paint a shitload of like squiggly green skins, but like whatever. That would just be a nice extra topping.
I'm going to paint 2 reconnaissance jeeps. As I have
green. To. Yeah, because you have to.
And then I'm probably going to just continue. I'll probably do things like base small skeletons. But the reason I've still got 40 skeletons to stick on is because I've got to rip all their hand weapon arms off because spears are worth it again.
Oh, can you add for my pledge, rebase Spurlie's entire beastman army?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rebase Spurlie's life.
Yeah.
No.
I love how when the Beastmen got like banned from, they got squatted from AOS. I was like, Spurlie, don't worry, I'll rebase your whole bit of your Beastmen army for you. He was like, no. And it was like 24 hours later. He was like, God, no.
I think it was when the NDF bases showed up, and he went, "Oh, I can't."
Yeah,
that's probably exactly what it was. Yeah.
That definitely did push me that way when I looked at how many bases there actually are stacked on my desk.
I'll tell you what it was. It's when I posted my first finished painted models of my Orc and Goblins because I've done them in the traditional Goblin Green style for my chariot and my Night Goblins. He took one look at them and said, "Yeah, that's what I love it." Yeah.
My base is going to be extremely boring, by the way. I don't even care.
It's fantasy. All basing's a bit boring in fantasy, but that's what kind of makes it good.
If it's not, what are you paying?
So 2 Lees, a Staghound, rebasing. Oh no, sorry, this is Toph's, isn't it? You're never going to guess this because you two aren't doing something similar. But I am going to finish my. Go on. What do you think it's going to be?
Is it going to be around 24 Soviet infantry? Some lying down infantry. No, the lying down ones are done. It's about 24 Soviet infantry, isn't it?
I wish it was only 24 Soviet infantry that were left.
Oh no!
Well, if you think about it, I've done 30 plus the 6 lying
42.
down. I'm about
42.
halfway. I've got about another 40 still to do, and the horses. And I've got actually the tanks are primed, but they need like washing and rusting and all that kind of jazz. But basically, I will finish.
I'll be honest, mate. Save the tanks till last.
Yeah, well, like I say, they're primed because that was just spray them dark green, done.
Yeah,
that's it. Then it's just be Norn oil or Agrax, depending on what I've got the most of. And then once that's dry, get the riser rust out and just go, oh, it's a rusty tank.
Fine car.
Job done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's finished my Soviets, and
Lovely.
I'm not going to say rebase my Beastmen, because just because Toph will have done the bases doesn't mean I'll have got round to taking all the models off.
Dude, give me the models and the bases. I'll do it all for you.
That's
Yeah.
tempting.
Just let go. Let go of control. Let me do it for you.
I don't think
I
He
know he
talks about his
can't.
previous.
I know he can't. I'm telling him.
I mean,
let go.
if you were Olaf, maybe I'd let go, but I'm too Elsa at the moment. You know, I'm just going to bottle it up inside until it, just erupts out of me.
You just need to go into you just need to go into the unknown.
You're a grown adult.
Into the unknown.
Yeah.
Your kids are too old for it.
That's how the
I
song
tell
goes,
you-
isn't it? Yeah.
Most of my armies are a bit of a fixer-upper, so
Christ in heaven.
I
That's
thought
your
you
giving
had
cancer.
dignity.
come on, Dan, you need to have a go. Let's get.
Come on, Dan, build us a snowman. Come on, let's
Yeah.
go.
I just like warm hugs. That's what I need right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan, what are you paying?
More Bretonians.
Yay!
It's probably peasants, let's be honest.
Well, it'll be these peasants. Then I'm going to start working on some knights to try and break it up.
Nice.
You keep painting nights, but when are you going to paint some days?
Daniel Day-Lewis. Repeat it.
That's what people turn up to the Juggernauts for. Shit jokes like that.
I didn't say it was good.
Yeah, I hope Dan's going to finish with a dick joke, because we've not really had one yet this episode.
No, we've been quite
want
good
a
actually,
dick
haven't we? I want your dick joke.
Actually,
I
no, well, we
want it
did.
now.
We
Your
did
dick is a
because
joke.
We did have
Yeah.
a dick joke because, we had the 14-inch train and Toph's 14
Oh, yeah.
inches. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
While it comes to mind, chariot wheels would be really useful.
What?
I just love how we've
This
jumped
chariot I
from...
found.
Yeah.
This chariot I found has no wheels. I can't find them.
If you'd asked me about a day ago before I cleaned up my office, I would have given you 2 spare before I binned them.
Don't worry about it. I'll find some STLs.
Okay.
I may have a
Okay.
wheel that I can just enlarge for that thing.
But
Okay.
is
If
it
you
a
want-
chariot wheel?
If you want a spare wheel, why don't you go and ask the local bike?
I already did. No, I'll refrain from throwing that one.
Maybe.
All right. I already asked your mum, and your wife wasn't free either.
What? Make oh, no.
Boom.
A new flame has come.
I think we're probably coming to the end of our time by the look of this.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes, we are.
Come on, Dan, lead us out. Let's go.
So, did you want a dick joke then?
Yeah.
I just want a joke, man. Just make me laugh, man.
Okay. My wife kicked me out of the house the other day for measuring how big my dick is. For the record, it reaches the back of her sister's throat.
That was.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, it's almost funny as Spuddy's luck last night.